Yo, what is up, guys? My name is Nicholas Earle, and welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. I'm joined here by my brother Tim, and we've got a Mlb Slate to go over. It is 10 games right now that we have lines for. We're still waiting on lines from Miami and Washington, along with San Diego and Atlanta. But so a little bit of a lighter slate here on Monday, usually the case. A little bit of these are the days off that some players get and stuff like that. So, with that being said, a little recap of what happened yesterday. And let's just say, to put it nicely, yesterday was not a fun day.
You've been having a lot of those lately.
It's been not fun recently for me. It's been a really bad cold streak. Yesterday I went 2-3-1. It could have been 3-3. But I'll start with my push. Cleveland gives up a home run in the bottom of the fifth for Oakland to tie the game. So that ended up being a push because, of course, why not? My losses, the Cubs, they lose to Arizona yesterday. I got Houston at plus money, and they lose the first 5 innings. And I had the Mets first 5 minus a half plus 115. They fall behind 6-0. They end up winning the game. Doesn't do me any good. My 2 wins, though, I got the win from New York Yankees last night. First 5 minus a half. They took care of business in a grand style there against the Red Sox. A 9-1 victory as the Bronx Bombers absolutely whoop on the Red Sox last night. And I got the over to cash between Tampa Bay and Atlanta. Tampa Bay have been cashing a lot of overs recently, so that's an interesting little tidbit if you're looking to handicap Tampa Bay there. And that's 3 straight overs for them. So nice little cash there. So overall, I think I was down a little bit overall. So not the greatest of days. I'm hoping today could turn it around a little bit. And we can have a good day, and I can start getting back up into the winning mode.
Oh, yeah. Here, we'll check. What's up, Walt? WTM, how you doing? Check out the Reds on most hits, plus 125. Is that just in the Mets game in general? I don't mind that. Morning, dude. You're down 2 units. Yeah, I mean, yesterday wasn't that bad for video plays for me. I was 4-2, and I was up 2 units. So, or sorry, 1.5 units from yesterday on my video plays. The only thing that drove me down a little bit, my overall yesterday, I think I went 4-4 on all my plays. Our best bet premium was the over in that Baltimore game. Did not reach that. It's all right. I went 4-3 in baseball, and then 0-1 in Counter-Strike. I had G2 yesterday. They got absolutely swept by Navi. It's all right. I saw a video on Twitter of both teams popping champagne and having fun. So ultimately, I think I lost all of $4 yesterday or something. So nothing to cry about. You've lost 100 units in the last 3 days. Man, you have either way too many bets or you're betting way too much. You should not be losing 100 units in 3 days. That does not sound right unless you're making 33 bets a day. Took some swings, and yeah, sometimes we take shots at those underdogs and it just doesn't work out. It's all right. But I just lost $150, so 100 units for me is not as much as 100 units would be for you. Oh, you only okay, I got it now. So your units are about $1.50 each. Okay, that's fine. Gotcha. You had 3 bets. 100 units on 3. That's called gambling. That's not handicapping. Be careful with that one.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can go ahead and turn it around. Well, not really turn around. I did fine yesterday, but Hopefully, we can have another good day today and make some money.
Yeah.
What's up, Zach? All right, Nick. I want to jump into the MLB slate for today.
Yeah, let's do it. We'll kick it off here with the Minnesota Twins at the Chicago White Sox. It is a minus 218 now for the White Sox, plus 198 the opposite way with the Twins. Over under of 7 for this matchup. We get Lance Lynn going up against Griffin Jacks here, pitching matchup. Where are you looking to kick it off here for the MLB?
Well, first of all, this is a double header. Yes, double header. So, once again, not interested. I just don't like betting double headers. It's just not where I want to, not really where I want to be betting. I think there's better spots on the slate. If anything, I mean, you would have to look towards Chicago, but I'm not laying a minus 218. Yes, Lance Lynn is pitching. He's been an absolute beast this year. If anything, maybe lean towards the run line for Chicago, but do you really want to just lay a minus 115 run line on a 7-inning game? Not really a spot I want to get to, but I don't know. This one will be a pass for me. And yes, dude, we do. I'll put the link in the chat real quick.
Yeah. For me in this game, I'm staying away from it. There's this just, I don't like double headers for starters. Looking at the pitcher, Jax is 1-1, 8.66 ERA, 1.7 WHIP. So not a great start for him in 17 and 2/3 innings, 14 strikeouts, 8 walks. On the other side, Lance Lynn, 9-3, 1.99 ERA, 1.04 WHIP, 90 and 2/3 innings pitched. He has 105 strikeouts and 31 walks. And if you've backed Lance Lynn every single game this season, well, the White Sox are 9-7 when he starts. You're down $114. So he hasn't been a particularly profitable pitcher. But when he doesn't factor into the decision, the White Sox are 0-4 in those games when he doesn't factor into his own decision. So that's something to keep an eye out for. If you think that potentially the Twins can keep it close, then maybe look at the Twins here at plus 198. I don't hate you for taking a shot like that. I would lean that way too. I had this game priced around 200, so there's no value on either side for me. In the total, I'm not trying to touch a 7 total in a 7-inning game because you never know what could happen in 7 innings. So I'm laying off this game. I'm so glad that next year they're going back to 9-inning doubleheaders so we can bet game ones again, really. Because I don't like touching these 7-inning games. Correct.
One person, Zach, did ask, do y'all watch UFC?
Yeah.
We do. Nick does UFC sometimes. He's going to do a lot more throughout the next couple months. But once we get towards that period where there's both college and professional football and basketball, that's going to be a little bit difficult to juggle as well. But we do that. As AMS, because we do some UFC. We also do esports, which the next thing is not for another little bit less than a month. So no esports for a little bit, but we will have UFC.
Gotcha.
At that, you know what? That's up to you, dude. That's up to you. We're not going to tell you where to go. If you want our numbers, they're all on the site. That's why I sent you over there. It shows that we are right now slightly profitable, but we are profitable nonetheless. We have all of our numbers if you want to go and look through them. They're all on the site. So there you
go. All right. Moving on to our next game here. The Boston Red Sox are at the Toronto Blue Jays. You got that mixed up there. Is a minus 128 for the Blue Jays. It's a plus 118 the opposite way with the Red Sox. Over under of 10.5 runs for this game. We have Nick Pavetta taking on Ross Striplin in this matchup here. And Nick Pavetta, 7-4, a 4.30 ERA, a 1.28 WHIP, 96 and a third innings pitched, 113 strikeouts, and 44 walks. On the opposite side, Ross Striplin's 3-5 with a 4.34 ERA, a 1.23 WHIP, and 74 and 2/3 innings pitched, 78 strikeouts, and 23 walks. Looking at the player profit rankings for this one, Ross Striplin, the Blue Jays are 7-7 when he starts. You're down $25 backing him. On the opposite side, Nick Pavetta's made you money so far this season. The Red Sox are 12-6 when he starts. You're up $500 backing the Red Sox when Nick Pavetta starts this season. And for me, looking at this game, I kind of do trust these pitchers a little bit. Ross Striplin's been pitching a little bit better as of late. And you're getting a first 5 of 6 runs. I'm going first 5 under 6 runs here for the Blue Jays and the Red Sox. I feel like we can see a decently low-scoring game. It doesn't have to be outrageous. It can be 3-2 at the end of 5, and you can cash that play. 6 runs, I feel like that 6 and 6.5 are always unders for me in first 5s. So give me the under 6 first 5 for the Boston Red Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. I expect some lower scoring on this one. Also, both these teams have been trending towards the under as of late. Toronto has gone under in 2 straight games, and the Red Sox are 2-6-2 to the over, 2 overs, 6 unders, 2 pushes, and they've gone under in 3 of their last 4 games. Their last game was a push. So it is a first 5 under 6 runs for me here with the Red Sox and the Blue Jays.
Yeah, you looked at the under. I know there's a whole bunch of numbers behind it, but I'm going to go over in this matchup. I just think that that's more of a solid spot for me. They're in that tiny ballpark still, and I think that the total, I know it's 10.5, but I think that's definitely feasible that they hit that. Nick Pavetta's been getting hit as of late, and the Toronto Blue Jays have been absolutely smacking the ball coming out of the All-Star break. They've been putting up big runs. Yes, they're against Texas, but still they're putting up some big runs. 10 runs at least in the last 2 games. So I do think it's a solid spot for it to go over. All you got to get is a 5-5 game, which, yes, Striplin's been pitching a little bit better. Yes, Eovaldi was an all-star. Eovaldi's been getting tagged up lately.
It's Pavetta.
It's Pavetta? Did I say? You know what Eovaldi. I meant. You know what? I knew it was Pavetta. I was saying Eovaldi. I don't know why I was saying Eovaldi. But Pavetta has been getting tagged up. And I can see this one. Let's see. Last 3 starts. Allowed up. Besides the one good game against Oakland, he played Kansas City and Philadelphia. Not good teams. Allowing 6 and 4 runs in 4 innings each game. So he has been getting tagged up besides when he plays Oakland. But Oakland's a struggling offense. Toronto is a totally different beast. I think this game goes way over.
That's fair. I feel like that. Also, you got to keep in mind, Boston did play Sunday Night Baseball last night, so they could be a little bit sluggish to start the game. This is why I like the first 5 rather than the full game. The full game can easily go over, honestly. With the bullpens in these teams, Boston's bullpen's been struggling. You saw what they did last night against the Yankees, and the Toronto Blue Jays bullpen, they're susceptible to give up runs too. So I'm not arguing against a full game over. I just expect a sluggish start, and I like these starters a little bit for a first 5 under.
I don't mind that. Yeah. I've been keeping head above water. Money Monday. Let's go ESV. Let's get it, Jeffrey. Let's get it. We actually have somebody talking from Twitter, I believe. This is the Periscope from Twitter. That's new. So. White Sox Stros parlay is a lock. There is no such thing as a lock. I don't mind.
Well, those are 3 big favorites.
They are 3 big favorites. So, I mean, maybe, but you gotta be careful with that. We need a first 5. It's been a few days. Toronto went under because Rangers can't hit. Yeah, but Boston can. So I do like the over in that game. We'll move on to this one.
Yeah, we got the New York Mets at the Cincinnati Reds. We get Jared Eichhoff taking on Vladimir Gutierrez. Eichhoff 0-1 this season with a 4.97 ERA, 1.66 WHIP, and 12 2/3 innings pitched. 6 strikeouts, 4 walks. The former Philly for the Mets now. On the opposite side, Vladimir Gutierrez, 4-3, a 4.29 ERA, 1.35 WHIP, and 50 1/3 innings pitched. 36 strikeouts and 23 walks. Looking at the player profit rankings here, Eichhoff, the Mets are 0-2 when he starts, down $200. On the opposite side, Gutierrez is the Reds are 5-4 when he starts. You're up 248. So Gutierrez is the more profitable pitcher. The only thing with these two teams are I don't trust these pitchers right now. Eichhoff not looked good, and Gutierrez is susceptible to giving up hits. He's given up 45 hits in 50 innings pitched, so he is susceptible for having runners on base, and that's not what you want to do when it's going to be a hot, humid day in Cincinnati where the balls are going to be absolutely flying out here. The total's 11 now, and I like it over. I think we easily get a 5-5 game till we at least get a push on this one. Mets have been putting up a decent amount of runs recently. I mean, they came back yesterday. They put up 7 the day before. They put up 7 in back-to-back games, and I think they can do it again today against Gutierrez. Is not a pitcher that scares me whatsoever. So I like the full game over 11 runs here for the New York Mets and the Cincinnati Reds. The only thing is I don't know the Mets offense. It's going to be interesting to see how they adjust to not having Lindor in that lineup. He's going to be out probably 4 to 6 weeks with an oblique injury because Mets. But expect the Mets to go out and now look for a shortstop, third baseman, maybe a Trevor Story, someone along those lines. And they're also probably going to be looking for a starter because DeGrom's on the 10-day DL or IL, whatever. And that's why Eichhoff is starting tonight. This was supposed to be DeGrom's start in Cincinnati, where we probably would have been looking at a total of 7 instead of 11. So, I like the over in this game. I think we see some offense, and these are just two bad pitchers I don't trust. So give me the over.
Yeah, I was going to go towards the over, but I feel like I missed the line. It was 10.5 last night. It moved up to an 11. 11 is just a really high number that, if anything, I would lean towards the under, but I'm not betting this one. Yes, I know the pitchers have been bad in this for both these teams. Eichhoff, almost 5 ERA. Gutierrez, over 4 ERA. And the Mets bats have been hitting. Cincinnati's been averaging 3-4 runs a game, which is not bad, but it if anything, it would be, I guess, a lean towards the under just because 11 is really, really high. But I didn't pull the trigger because I don't really trust these pitchers for an under. So overall, rambled on for a minute, but this one's a pass for me. Not interested in this game.
Understandable there. All right, then we'll move on to our next game here, and I feel like there's a couple good spots on this next game here. We're looking at the Baltimore Orioles at the Tampa Bay Rays. I did do a free pick video on this last night, so if you guys want to see a full breakdown on that other than now, you can check out that video. It's part of our MLB free picks playlist. That's where you can also see all of our MLB free picks. But looking at the pitching matchup, Sammy Watkins versus Ryan Yarbrough. The Rays are a minus 255 now. It's a plus 228 the opposite way. Over-under of 9 runs in this game. I have 2 plays on this one. Looking at the pitching matchup, Sammy Watkins 1-0 at the 1.74 ERA and 1.26 WHIP, and 10 1/3 innings pitched, 6 strikeouts and 6 walks. On the opposite side, Ryan Yarbrough 6-3, a 4.30 ERA, a 1.18 WHIP, in 96 1/3 innings pitched, 79 strikeouts and 17 walks. Looking at the player profit rankings for this one, Watkins is 1-1. The Orioles are 1-1 when Watkins starts. You're up $74 backing him. Ryan Yarbrough, the Rays are 8-5 when he starts. You're up $353. But should the Rays ever be a minus 255 with the Yarbrough on the mound? I like Yarbrough. I don't like Yarbrough that much. I like the over in this game. Both these teams have been trending towards the over as of late. Rays have gone over in 3 straight games. Orioles, they've, over in 8 of their last 10 games. They did go under yesterday with Matt Harvey on mound. They got a shutout, which absolutely stunned me. But I think we see more runs in this game today with this one. I also like the Baltimore Orioles team total over 3.5. This team has been hitting lately. They hit against the Royals during that stretch where they've put up at least 3 runs in their last 5 games. 5-0 against the Royals, 8-4 against the Royals. They put up 2 against the Royals in game 1. My bad, I read that quick. 5 runs against the White Sox and 3 runs against the White Sox. So this is a Orioles team that is hitting the baseball right now, and we're getting them at a team total of 3.5. So we're only asking for 4 runs at even money. That's an absolute steal in my eyes. Give me the team total over for Baltimore as well. Baltimore money line in the over 9 at plus 500. I don't hate that play. I can see an upset today. I see value on Baltimore here. I have them priced around 210, and you're getting them for 228. So Baltimore first 5 rather than full game, but I like the team total over at 3.5 and the over in the game in general.
Yeah, I just took the over. 9 is way too low. Yes, and you're getting. I got it at plus 105. I thought that was pretty good. Yeah, you're gonna get offense from this game. Baltimore's been hitting. Tampa's gonna hit off of Watkins, and Camden Yards is good for is a good hitter's ballpark. So
it's in Tampa.
Yes, I'm reading wrong. Yep. Tampa Bay is not as good, but still, I still think this is an over game. Sorry, I don't know why I just read it quick. But I do like the over in this game. Both offenses have been hitting, and pitching is not as strong. I don't mind your Baltimore team total over. I think that's a solid play as well. I just grabbed the over in general in this game at plus 105.
Sounds good. All right. Moving on to the next matchup here. The Texas Rangers are at the Detroit Tigers. Kyle Gibson takes on Casey Mize. It's a minus 108 for the Rangers. It's a minus 102 for the Tigers. Over-under of 9 runs for this game. Where are you looking at between these two very good pitchers?
If there's one thing that's been consistent pretty much all year is Kirk Gibson.
Kyle Gibson.
Kyle Gibson. What the hell is wrong with me today? Who's Kirk Gibson? Kirk Gibson's like a singer, right? Actor?
No, he was a Hall of Famer.
Okay. Anyways, sorry, my mind's going weird. But I am taking the Texas Rangers today. When Gibson pitches, he is 6-1 with a 2.29 ERA, All-Star this year. He's just a really solid piece. I think he's going to get dealt out at the trade deadline. He's going to be one of the bigger pieces. I think he could be in orange and blue. But I think that this will be a solid game for him to come out and continue to show his worth, because especially he's going to want to get traded to a good team. I think he has to put one more good game in, and I think a lot of teams are going to be interested in him. On the other side, you get Casey Mize, who is the 3rd highest pitcher profit ranking in the league. But still, I'd rather go after Kirk Gibson. I think the pitching advantage is on Kyle Gibson. Kyle Gibson. Got it. I don't know why I keep doing that. But the value is definitely on Texas here. I'm taking them minus 108 in this game.
All right. Yeah, I was just writing down. These are 2 of the top 18 highest profitable pitchers of the league. Looking at this matchup here, Kyle Gibson is 6-1 with 2.29 ERA, 1.07 WHIP, and 102 innings pitched, 88 strikeouts, and 31 walks. Casey Mize is 5-5 with a 3.59 ERA, a 1.14 WHIP, and 95 and a third innings pitched, 77 strikeouts, and 27 walks. Looking at these two teams, they're coming in doing 2 totally different things. These Rangers are slumping. They've lost 7 of their last 10 games, 4 in a row. This team struggles to hit. They're not giving any offense. And they're going up against Casey Mize, which I think is going to be a Cy Young contender in a few years. He is the future of Detroit pitching. And he's number 3 on pitcher profit rankings. You're up $948 backing him. Probably even more if you back him in the first 5, because Detroit's bullpen is, Detroit's bullpen. But I'm all over the Tigers in this spot. First 5 plus 105. We're getting plus money. And I had Detroit as around a minus 108, minus 110 favorite in this game. So I love Detroit in this spot. I think that they win the first 5 innings and they get a couple runs against Kyle Gibson. I think Kyle Gibson, he's done pretty well this year, but I think he's a little overrated. I think he's not an ace on most staffs. I think he's probably a 3 to 4 pitcher on most decent staffs, maybe a 5 if you're talking about like the Dodgers staff. But I mean, Casey Mize, I think, is the absolute future of this team, and I really like him in the first 5 innings today. And also, not to mention, Detroit's coming off of a sweep. They won their last 3 games. They're playing really good baseball right now they beat, granted, Minnesota. But, I mean, this is a team that's not playing half bad. So give me the Detroit Tigers here in the first 5 innings. Plus 105 is what I got it at. I think that's an absolute steal at this price. They should be a favorite in this spot.
Okay, that's whatever. All right, for your loss. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, Detroit is his pick.
Good.
Don't forget to hit the like button. Hell yeah, let's get it. Agreed. Yes.
All right. Yeah. Moving on to our next game here. We are looking at the Cleveland Indians and the Houston Astros in this matchup. The Astros are on minus 205. It is a plus 188 the opposite way with the Indians. Over-under of 9 runs for this game. We're getting Juan Carlos Mejia taking on Zach Greinke. Mejia this year, 1-4, 7.42 ERA, a 1.35 whip, 30 1/3 innings pitch, 27 strikeouts, and 11 walks. On the opposite side, Zach Greinke, 8-3, a 3.59 ERA, a 1.12 whip, 115 1/3 innings pitch, 85 strikeouts, and 23 walks. Looking at the player profit rankings on this one, Mejia, the Indians are 2-5. When he starts, you're down $267. Zach Greinke, 13-6. You're up $364 backing the Astros when he starts this year. Looking at where this line was last night and where it is now, some money is coming in on Cleveland overnight. They were a plus 200. Now they're down to a plus 188. I mean, probably I agree with that money a little bit. I had this game priced around minus 195 for the Astros. So I see no value in this one. Team total of 5.5 at plus 113 to the over for Houston is very intriguing. Generally, Houston trends more towards the over when Zach Greinke pitches, even though he's had a pretty decent year. So looking at this game, I'm staying away from it personally, but I'll look at that team total over here for Houston. They've been playing pretty good. I mean, they haven't played well the last 2 games, but against a pitcher like Juan Carlos Mejia, the team total is probably the only look I can potentially give here. I'm not betting it, though.
Sorry, I have to do this real quick. Yes, he's betting on the Pirates. Salem's our pet rats. I had to bring that one up. I'm sorry. Houston minus 6.5. Yeah, I know, right? Okay, fair enough. But I passed on this game. I think the line was too wide of a spread. If anything, I was going to look towards the Houston Astros on the run line. Minus 110. Not interested. If I'm going to be betting a run line, it's got to be minus 105 or better for me. And that's just not a spot that I'll be interested in. If anything, maybe look towards an over in this game. I know it is at a 9. I think Houston can probably convert most of that themselves. Zach Greinke lets up 1 or 2, and maybe it can go over. But overall, I passed on this game, passed on the next game, but I have bets on the last 3.
All right. Then we'll move on to the next game here, where we have the Cubbies are going to be at the Cardinals. ESPN Monday Night Baseball, and they get quite the matchup here. Alec Mills and Jake Woodford. It is a pick'em, though. It is a pick'em, minus 105 on each side. Over under of 9 runs in this game. Looking at the pitchers here, Alec Mills is 4-2 with a 4.84 ERA, 1.41 whip, and 48 1/3 innings pitched, 40 strikeouts and 16 walks. On the opposite side, Woodford is 1-1, 4.62 ERA, 1.46 whip, 25 1/3 innings pitched, 21 strikeouts, and 14 walks. Looking at the player profit rankings, I have nothing for Woodford, but Mills, Cubs are 3-3 when he starts. He's been a dog most of the time, though, so you're up $26. And for this game, I am passing as well. I have this game lined as a pick'em, and it is a pick'em. No value on each side. Two bad pitchers. Maybe lean towards an over here. St. Louis has been playing a little bit more unders recently, though, so I'm going to stay away from this one. The Bucks are telling me a little bit that they like the Cubs on this side because their both team totals are 4.5, except the Cardinals team total is 110 and the Cubs team total is minus 105 compared to the plus 110. I think the only reason is if the Cardinals are leading, they get that one less at bat. So maybe that plays a little bit of a role into that. So I'm staying away from this game, though. I see no value in it, and I see no need to bet it. So pass.
Yeah, I didn't bet it. If anything, it would have been a lean maybe towards the over. Just looking at it, for the East team, Cubs are 6-4 to the over, and Cardinals are 4-6 to the over in their last 10. So nothing really popping out here. If anything, I might lean more towards St. Louis in this matchup, but I can't back either side. Pitchers are not good, so I think the best bet for this one would be over. But I'm not really betting this one. There's better spots on the slate, and I just don't feel like there's any value. If one of these teams was plus money, I would have grabbed the plus money team. Seeing that it's a minus 105 pick 'em, there's no way I'm deciphering that and doing anything with that one.
All right. Then we'll move on to our we have the Angels and the Athletics next. This is our premium pick over on Picks and Parleys. If you guys want to check that out, the link to that is in the description of the video down below. This is our best bet. So we'll move on to our marquee matchup of the night. The Pittsburgh Pirates and the Arizona Diamondbacks will go into battle. I'm hyping this up way too much. We get Chase DeYoung taking on Caleb Smith, the pitching matchup. Minus 116 for the Diamondbacks, plus 106 for the Pirates. Over under 9.5 runs for this game. And for me, this game is screaming stay away from me here. Two bad pitchers. Maybe an over might be in play for this one just because. But on the other hand, these offenses, though. Pirates offense showed up against the Mets the last couple of days. So looking at this game here, Chase DeYoung, 1-3, a 5.59 ERA, 1.53 whip, 38 2/3 innings pitched, 33 strikeouts, and 17 walks. Caleb Smith, 2-6, a 4.54 ERA, 1.36 whip, and 71 1/3 innings pitched, 81 strikeouts, and 37 walks. If you've backed Chase DeYoung every single game this season, you're down $22. You back Caleb Smith every game this season, you're down $694. So, once again, he is a Diamondback, so that's baked into that as well. But looking at this game, maybe an over is in play. Pirates have gone over in 7 of their last 10 games. I'm personally not getting to anything here. Maybe a lean towards the Arizona Diamondbacks team total against Chase DeYoung. I think we're going to see runs in this game potentially. So the over is probably my best bet for this game, but I'm not getting to it. I just don't see any value, don't see a need to get to it. And I'll just sit back and watch this NLCS preview.
Real quick. Yes, they are. If the bet does not cash, then you get the money back in your Picks and Parlays account. So yes. But for this matchup, you get plus money to fade the worst team in the league. I'm grabbing it. I grabbed Pittsburgh today. Yes, I know Pittsburgh's not a good road team. Arizona's not a good team in general. I just went towards Pittsburgh. I think getting plus money on, I know it's Pittsburgh, but getting plus money against the worst team in the league, that's got to be a spot that I'm interested in. I know I normally don't go after horrible matchups like this, but Pittsburgh's been playing well. They just won a series against the Mets, and they could have easily swept the Mets, except for they blew a 6-0 lead yesterday. I don't know who does that. Oh, wait, the Mets blew a 6-0 lead the day before. But I just feel like Pittsburgh's playing better right now than Arizona. Pittsburgh just beat a good Mets team. Arizona did win the series against Chicago, but that's against Chicago. I think Pittsburgh has the upper hand in this one. I'm grabbing them to win today.
Yeah, I understand that one. I would lean more towards the Diamondback side because I have that feeling where when Arizona is a favorite in the game, which is few and far between, probably a reason why. But moving on to our final game of the night, the actual marquee matchup of the night. San Francisco Giants are at the LA Dodgers. It's a minus 134, minus 136 for the Dodgers. It's a plus 125 run back for the Giants. Over under 8 runs for this game. And I'll let you kick it off here for our last game of the night.
Well, I did a free pick video on this one last night. I'm on the Giants. I did SG instead of SF. I'm on the Giants tonight. I feel like this is a solid spot for Gausman. Gausman's been one of the best pitchers in the league. He's got the second lowest ERA in baseball, and he's a solid pitcher, home or road. If there wasn't a guy named Jacob deGrom, he would be winning Cy Young this year. And he's going to be – I think that's going to be enough to help carry the San Francisco Giants team to a win today. Yes, it's in L.A., so I know a lot of people will be on the Dodgers because especially that the price for the Dodgers is under 150. So it's kind of like no way, we can get them at a good price. No, I'm going San Fran today. We've seen a lot of money, a lot of public money come in on the Dodgers. I'm going on San Francisco. I think it's just a solid spot. It went from a pick 'em yesterday to San Francisco at a plus 124. So I got them at a good line. I'm going San Fran this morning.
Yeah, I agree with that. Not the San Fran side, but the value is getting closer to the San Fran side now. I had this game priced around 130. I wish I pulled the trigger on the minus 105 yesterday, but good God, this line's been bet up around 30 points, 30 cents. The Dodgers line has gone up, which is absolutely ridiculous. Considering the pitching matchup kind of favors San Fran. I understand they are in Dodger Stadium, but Kevin Gausman's been dirty. Looking at the pitching matchup here, Gausman's 9-3 with a 1.73 ERA, a 0.82 WHIP, 114 2/3 innings pitched, 133 strikeouts, and 30 walks. On the opposite side, Tony Gosselin's 1-0 though, 2.13 ERA, a 1.30 WHIP, and 25 and a third innings pitched, 31 strikeouts, and 15 walks. And looking at the pitcher profit rankings on this one, Gausman, the Giants are 12-6 when he starts. You're at $552. Gonsolin, 5-1 the Dodgers record when he starts. You're up 163. Just tells you where that line is when he pitches. Gonsolin is probably one of my favorite Dodgers pitchers to back because you always get a better price when he's on the mound. And he is a good pitcher. He is a really good pitcher. He's just been hurt, so he doesn't go far into games. He finally got his first win in his last appearance because he finally hit 5 innings. They've been slowly stretching him out, but he is someone that I definitely do trust. It wasn't in his last start. He only went 4 third innings. But, Dodgers tend to win games that Gonsolin starts, and you get better prices on them. But I'm not looking at a side for this one. I like the under in this game. I like the first 5 under 4 at minus 105. I think both these pitchers are able to slow down these offenses, and this is going to be a tight, competitive game. 2 good pitchers and 2 good teams. I can easily see an under being played in this one, as boring as that may sound for 2 very good teams. Also, I would lean towards the Dodgers still in this one. I am not betting them at a minus 134, though. But I loved the Dodgers throughout the night because they were at a really good price. And, of course, never pulled the trigger because I had the first 5 under circled in that game, not the Dodgers money line. It would have been Dodgers first 5, by the way, not full game for that. But, yeah, I understand the Giants here. I think the Giants fade in the second half here. They've been massively overperforming, and I think that they definitely will fade down the stretch here. I'm not saying they're going to be a non-playoff team, but they're probably going to be the wild card number 2. Seeing that Cincinnati's kind of had a slow start out the gate here. I feel like that San Fran will probably hold on to that second wild card spot and probably get beat by the Dodgers in the first round in the wild card round when San Diego goes on to win the division. But I think the Giants are going to be a bet against team for me down the stretch here because I think they're going to hit that skid where they're going to lose 10 of 12. Is it going to start tonight? I don't know. Maybe tomorrow with not their ace on the mound. But I do lean towards the Dodgers, but I like the first 5 under even more for that. I think that they'll start fading tomorrow, the Giants, because this is going to be a good Dodgers series for them. Or this is going to be a tough Dodgers series for them.
White Sox minus. You're taking White Sox minus 2.5
on a doubleheader
in a 7-inning game. Go for it. Have fun. Tigers money line. I'm on Texas.
I'm on first 5 Tigers.
So, I mean, I'm on Texas in that one because I like Kyle Gibson. But power to you. That's it for baseball today. No NBA. NBA starts tomorrow for Game 6. Antetokounmpo will be out in Game 6. I mean, Giannis will not Giannis. Giannis will be in, but
his brother's out.
Yeah, his brother's out.
You've been waiting to make that joke.
Yes. Well, actually, there was a stat saying that the Antetokounmpo brothers set some type of record for the most amount of points combined in a playoff game as brothers on the same team in Game 3 when they combined scored 41. Well, Giannis scored 41 in that game in a chunk of minutes, and then Giannis came in at the end of the game and got a solid 3 rebounds and a personal foul. There you go.
There we go.
So they set that. No, I'm busting on you. Tigers is playing good ball. They are.
Yeah, they have been. They just swept the Twins.
I was going to say, what? Twins will get shut out. Oh. You know what? I don't mind that. Lance Lynn has been solid. The thing is, I think that game will end up being like a 2-0 game watch. But no, I don't mind that.
Yeah, and by the way, Turnsy in the chat, I think he's someone I want to get on the show when hockey comes back because he's a big hockey guy. He's part of the Ice Guys community, so he'll be good to have for hockey.
All right, that's cool. That's cool.
But yeah, we'll go over a quick recap of everything for today, and then we're going to head on out for this stream. Lighter slate, so not bad. So you can go first here, Tim. Where are you looking at for today's MLB slate?
Well, they've been scrolling across the bottom the whole entire time, so if you missed them, you can do that. You can look at the bottom, and they'll go through. I like Boston. That game to go over. I like the Tampa Bay Baltimore game to go over. I like Texas. I like Pittsburgh, and I like the San Francisco Giants today.
Yeah, for me, I'm looking at the full game over for Baltimore and Tampa Bay. I'm looking at first 5 under with San Fran and the Dodgers. I'm looking at the Mets. I got the over, the Mets Reds over. I got it at 10. It's 11 now. I don't mind that still. I definitely beat a line movement on that one though. Give me the Red Sox and Blue Jays first 5 under 6 runs. I think that's just a big number. And the Detroit Tigers first 5 innings at plus 105.
Yeah. Real quick before we head out, 32 people watching on YouTube. Like the stream, comment, like the stream, subscribe if you guys are new. We're trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by the first week of the NFL season. And then one more thing before we head out, Picks and Parleys daily schedule for the entire group. Craig goes live at 10, me and Nick at 11, Higgs at 12, Allie at 1:30, game time decision at 6, and I'm not sure about Total Chaos or anything at night, but normally there's a Total Chaos at 8:30, and no, not tonight because Allie's off, but Total Chaos would normally be at 8:30, and then I think Higgs is starting to do his late night show again, but I cannot be 100% sure. Mm-hmm. Earle Brothers, have you guys done any mock drafts on who you would take for the Seattle with all available players?
Not yet, but I have hunches on some players that'll get picked. I think Jordan Eberle, you mentioned in the next comment. I think Jordan Eberle is probably heading to Seattle. I don't think Josh Bailey is going to Seattle. there's some other players. I think Mark Giordano from Calgary is a good pickup for Seattle. I think he'll be a nice veteran defenseman that can give them some good leadership in their first year. I mean, probably you're going to be looking at smaller players like Earle Mata from Edmonton. And for goaltending, it's going to be interesting. I think Vitek Vanacek could be an interesting pickup for Seattle. One thing that I mean, maybe in with St. Louis, it could be Vladimir Tarasenko if they want to give him a fresh start. As an Islanders fan, you can't be happy about. Yeah, I'm not happy, but you're going to have to clear up some type of cap space, and they may be looking at replacing Eberle with a top line guy. So, I mean, there's been players like Tarasenko and Landeskog where they're a list of their teams that they want to go to. The Islanders are part of it. It's kind of a weird situation in New York right now where there's big name free agents that actually want to go to New York now, which makes sense. They've made the semifinals in back-to-back years. They have a really good fan base, a brand new arena. So, and a promising future, a potential franchise goalie in Ilya Sorokin. So this is going to be a good Islanders team. Losing Eberle is going to hurt. Another thing that the Islanders may do is they may keep Eberle and they may give a couple of draft picks over to Seattle for them to take Leo Komarov off our hands, which I think would be a nice little play as well. So yeah, I might do a little bit of like a video or something like that where I look over mock drafts and stuff like that, because I think that's what tomorrow. Landeskog would be huge. Yeah, I think Landeskog probably stays in Colorado. They get a deal done with him, but I may do a little bit of research on who I think is going to get drafted. There's probably going to be some decent names. I think Max Domi is going to be a nice little name that Seattle can pick up as well. Centerman from the Columbus Blue Jackets. So there are decent players that I know Tim's just nodding his head and he doesn't know who the hell I'm talking about. Nope. But there are some decent players. And I'm going to put this bold prediction out here now. You can clip this. You can do whatever. Here's what I got to say. I'm gonna do something real quick, Tim. The Seattle Kraken in their inaugural season are going to be a playoff team. They are going to make the playoffs in their inaugural season.
Wait, no, Nick, go back to full screen for a minute.
Okay. Thank you. No, I think they're going to have a similar draft to the Vegas Golden Knights. And what did the Vegas Golden Knights do? They made the Stanley Cup in their first year. So I know I'm going off on a tangent here about hockey, but he brought up a question and I wanted to talk about it because there's a lot of good players that are going to be available for Seattle to take. One other player, I know they're probably not going to take him, but it's kind of interesting that I saw him left unprotected. Carey Price was left unprotected. No way they grabbed that contract, though, at $10 million a year for a goalie that's good in the playoffs, but mediocre during the regular season. Like, honestly, Carey Price during the regular season was Martin Jones level. So he wasn't that good in the regular season. They barely limped into the playoffs. And then, And then Carey Price turns it up in the playoffs. So that's another interesting player. He's not going to be picked, though, by Seattle. I think the goaltenders at the end of the day will probably be Vitek Vanacek and someone maybe like Mikko Koskinen. But, yeah, I just wanted to go on a little tangent there. He asked the question. I had to answer something. So I went off on a little tangent here. Price has been mediocre. That Price, and plus his contract is, I think, $10 million a year for the next 5 years. So he's not a good contract to pick up as well. So that's all I got to say. Maybe I might do a video. I might do a video or something talking about my picks for who Seattle might pick up or something like that. But
hey, that being said, Nick, do a Seattle Kraken video with Turnsey.
Ooh, yeah, we can potentially have a little conversation here. I think the expansion draft is what, tomorrow?
Yeah, do a stream later on today then.
Yeah, we might do a stream later on today where we look at potential pickups for the Seattle Kraken. We can talk some hockey later, which has been nice. Which would be nice because I haven't been able to talk hockey in a little bit since the Stanley Cup ended. So it's Wednesday. Okay, thank you. Then maybe
set up for tomorrow at like 3 or 4 o'clock.
Yeah, probably tomorrow, 3-4 o'clock. I can do an expansion draft stream where I give my picks on who the Seattle Kraken will take from each team. I'll do a little bit of prep today on that.
Sounds good. Good luck, everybody. Good luck, guys. Nick went on a little tangent, but if by the way, I saw Gloria morning. I missed you. Just tuned in. All of our players are at the bottom if you're interested. We appreciate you stopping by at least. So good luck today, guys. Nick, I'll let you close it out.
Yeah, but that's going to just about wrap it up for the stream. We want to thank you guys as always for watching. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already and turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we are live here on Earle Sports Bet, which is every single day, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Earle Sports Bet Show. But that's going to just about wrap it up for this one. My name is Nicholas Earle, joined here by my brother Tim. We want to thank you guys as always for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next stream. Good luck today.
Gotcha, Turnsies. See you guys.